America is back. America is back. This is what President Joe Biden had to say in his first diplomatic address as a president to the United States. Now, I'm not very sure about America being back, but I'm very sure about the Taliban being back in Afghanistan. The Taliban is advancing, and it is advancing bad. Let me show you some figures. The Taliban is reported to control 220 districts, and this is triple the territory it controlled on May 1st. So, who is the next stakeholder in the Afghanistan war? The world wants Afghanistan elected government to be so, but let us not be so naive. This is for the first time in 2 decades that Afghanistan is asked to fend for itself. Now, it seems quite lucid and simple to understand that for every nation emerging out of full-blown war, it needs some assistance in the beginning. But we are giving it none. It can't be put in more simple words than this. But it seems that such simple philosophies are incomprehensible to the world leaders. Whenever you try to search about what the United Nations is doing about Afghanistan, you find yourself surrounded by year-old articles. So no recent resolutions and no measures to prevent the Taliban from researching and violating the peace deal and continuing to kill Afghan security forces and civilians, along with targeted killings of Afghan Air Force pilots. Recent reports have emerged stating that the girls above the age of 15 must be gifted as wives to the Taliban fighters. This is completely barbaric and highly unacceptable. Afghanistan is falling into the hands of past and the Taliban regime. This is happening right in front of us while we are doing nothing and laying low. Now, the deal was on the basis of power sharing, and this was very logical. But the Taliban does not like it and simply does not want to imply to it. So what can we do? This is what is the attitude of the world leaders right now. The delegation of the Taliban does not meet its face value. While the Taliban delegation was welcoming various minorities ethnic group to form a politically stable Afghanistan, its army was busy sieging Kandahar. The Taliban has offered a plan for 3-month ceasefire, but in exchange they have asked for the release of 7,000 prisoners and the removal of their leaders from the United Nations blacklist. Taliban is not accountable, so what is the guarantee that these 7,000 prisoners do not take back their arms and continue fighting? So what are the immediate actions that can be taken? Well, the first I say is that the international community must join their hands together diplomatically to represent a firm and a strong upfront. We must not legalize violence. This can be done by not legalizing the Taliban, especially that section of the Taliban fighters. Taliban earns from poppy economy, taxes, extortion, and mining. It controls 75% of the mineral resources in Afghanistan. Strong steps must be taken by the Afghanistan government to prevent drug cultivation. The farmers who who have no intention to create terror must diversify their cropping pattern, which should be incentivized by the Afghan government. The United Nations Security Council condemning these terror attacks again and again won't change anything. The Taliban won't wake up one day feeling bad for what they have done to each other. What we need right now is action, immediate action. It does not always mean a military action. It can be as simple as the countries banning the import of drugs used to feed the Taliban industry. And by the Afghan government taking strong and a firm stand, using its resources in the right direction, creating a strong economy, and groundbreaking treaties with the countries in the region. Now, at the same time, India must be very vigilant in protecting its interest in Afghanistan, as well as protecting Jammu and Kashmir. Just see the political map of the world. Expansionist China to the east, safe haven for terrorists, which you know, Pakistan, to the north, and a compromised Afghanistan like a cherry on the top.